Hi everyone! I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by and visiting me today. I have some more Christmas decor DIYs to share. I made this cute A Child is Born ornament. You can hang this on the wall like I have it here, or your Christmas tree, or whatever you want to hang it on. So let's get started with this one. So here I have an assortment of materials that I thought I might use. I have this piece of dowel that came off of a kid's shovel in the summertime section at the Dollar Tree. It's just a piece left over from another project. I have a galvanized star there with the wood star applique. I have some beads. I have this bathtub from Valentine's Day. It has bath bombs in it. I have these gift bags there and some rope. So this is one of those projects where you just, you have it in your mind and you know what you want to do, and you just kind of got to go with the punches, because it's not completely thought out. But I absolutely love the way that this came out. I've got to tell you, it is so sweet. So here is the bathtub, and I want to use this as Jesus's manger. So I'm going to remove the bath bombs here, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint that bathtub with the color Beach Comber by Apple Barrel. And I wasn't sure if I was going to use the legs on this, I'm going to cover the bathtub up. I could have left it purple, but I wasn't sure how you would be able to see that purple through the burlap that I will be covering it with. So I did go ahead and paint it. And now I'm going to work on the star and the dowel. Here I'm going to remove the tag, and I'm going to paint with the color Dusk by Waverly. I love this color. I have been crafting with this color quite a bit lately, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give those 2 coats each of the color Dusk. And then I cut out the word A Child is Born, and I'm going to add that to the star once it was dry. And you can use stickers, rub-on transfers. If you have great handwriting, you can freehand it. The sky is the limit, really. I mean, there's all kinds of materials that you can use if you do not have a Cricut or a cutting machine. And then for Jesus's bassinet here, it was probably a wicker basket, I would imagine, back then. So I'm just going to add some burlap ribbon there to bulk it up inside the bathtub there. And I just laid another piece there on top. And then I stuck a medium-sized bead in one of those gift bags there, the polka dot one. And just like that, and I'm going to wrap this just like you would see a baby snuggled in a receiving blanket. So cute. I removed the ribbon, or the burlap ribbon, that I put inside the bassinet. I'm going to remove it for now because I thought it would look better if I added that after. So here I'm going to take some burlap, and I'm just going to start wrapping, glue and tuck all the way around this bathtub. I also want to mention there, I did end up cutting off the legs. I just thought it would look much better without the legs, and I just used some wire cutters and snipped them off, and they came out off so easy. And you see the ridge on that bathtub, how it has like a lip? I just took that spatula there, and I just stuck that underneath so it would, match the bathtub, the shape of the bathtub, and just pushed it up underneath that ridge, and that just gave it some more definition. There it is. They're all done, and now I'm going to take baby Jesus and start gluing the pieces down together and wrap him up in a little blanket, or at least that bead. And I just made sure to make it look bulky, like there was something inside the blanket, just like so. And then it was time to assemble. I added that star to the dowel with some jute. I just tied it in a knot, slipped it through, and now I'm going to add some more jute to the 2 points at the bottom of the star, just like so. And that's going to cradle my bassinet. So here I'm just adding one long strip to each side, and then I'm going to add another strip right next to that, and that's going to hold my cradle. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just getting a feel of where I want the stars to be, and then we'll just add baby Jesus, and this DIY is done. And here I wanted to show you how I ended up cradling that bassinet. I took one of the loops that I made, added it to the back, one is in the front, and then I'm going to tie all 4 of those strings on the bottom of the cradle, and then cut this, cut the ends. And I left the ends long intentionally, like you would see back in the old days. I think this came out so darn cute. Let me know what you think about this. I know it's a little different, but I like different. So yeah, let me know what you think. For the next DIY, I am actually so proud of myself, guys. I actually sketched out this snowman on this globe. I do not draw well. It is not my strong suit. I have never been able to sketch very well, but I actually did it. I got the inspiration from cookie decorating, believe it or not. I will leave that video down in my description box to show you where my inspiration came from. Wow is all I can say. So once I had this sketched out, now this snow globe is actually a piece that I got from the Dollar Tree, and on the opposite side it does have a farmhouse picture on there that I absolutely love, so I want to keep it that way. So this will be a double-sided sign. And here's what it looks like with the colored dust there. You can see I messed up a little bit on the right hand side, but it's okay. I'm just gonna cover that up with some white paint, and then I just started adding my white to my snowman. And I'm here, like I said, I'm not a great painter. I'm not a great draw. I cannot draw to save my life, but I guess I can. Now I can say I did. I can draw and I can paint. So I can't use that line anymore because I did it. I actually did it. Anyway, okay, I know, enough rambling. And yeah, I'll stop tooting my own horn. And now I want to add some snowflakes. So I'm going to take the end of a very small brush, dip it in my white paint, and just started adding snowflakes here and there, just little dots. No particular order. Some are big, some are small, like snow. So I didn't want to bore you with all the painting. I went ahead and painted his nose and his scarf with barn red. I took a black marker and made his cute little smile. And then I painted the bottom of the snow globe with ink, chalk paint by Waverly. I cut out the words in white vinyl on my Cricut that says, "Keeper of the Snowflakes." I just love this. I love how his arms are out, receiving all the snowflakes. I just thought that was so darling. So here I'm just going to add my wording to the bottom, and that was it for this one. This snow globe originally had some jute wrapped around it with a cute little bow. I didn't add the jute around the globe, but I am going to add the bow that I just made right to the same spot it was originally, and that was it. And I love this. I can add it, put it on the counter where you can see both sides. I love this. Let me know what you think. All right, moving on to the last DIY in this video. I'm going to take one of these cages that I picked up from the 99-cent store last year. It was in the Halloween section. I have this candle holder, and that was a foam wreath that I just cut into 3 pieces to fit on the inside bottom of that cage. I want my candle holder to sit higher up than the florals that I'll be adding to this cage. So I'm going to take some tumbling tower blocks, and I'm just going to add those to the center there. I just added 2. I think I added 2 more on top of that. And that was it for the candle holder. Now, I didn't add a candle to this. I just thought it would be very decorative with that candle in there. Because I won't be able to open this cage once I get done with the florals. So I just went ahead and just left it empty. And yeah, here I'm going to add just a couple more of the game pieces. That way my candle holder will sit up high. And here I'm just gluing everything together. I'm going to glue those foam pieces right on the inside of the cage. And then I'll glue the candle holder to the top of those tumbling blocks. And I did end up adding some more of these square wood pieces from the Dollar Tree just to give that candle holder just some more stability. And that was it for the candle holder. And then before I close this cage up, I'm going to add a ring. I guess it's a floral ring, a Christmas one, right around the candle holder. And then I'm going to start closing up my cage. And here is where, there it is right there. I'm just going to add that around, make it, hide the wood pieces, and it just makes some bulk inside my cage. And then I'm going to close my cage up. These cages come with these little black clips to keep the cage closed. So I'm going to close that up, and then I'm going to start adding all of my florals in and just make this look big and full. And then I'll move on to the last step. These foam rings are pretty hard, so I just take a piercing tool and I just made a hole and then added my pine needles that way. And on these pine needles, I cut them, when I do cut them in half, I've mentioned this before in my videos, I like to trim the ends to make a little point to make it look more natural. And so that's what I'm doing here. So a little tip for you guys, yeah, use a piercing tool unless you got big old muscles, which I don't. So yeah, so here I'm just gonna keep on adding and making this floral arrangement or Christmas arrangement just big and bright and beautiful. Off camera, I went ahead and I painted one wood ring. I painted a wooden Christmas tree that the Dollar Tree came out with last year, and a round disc. And I'm going to make a topper for my cage. So there's the round ring, and here I'm just kind of getting a feel of where I want things to go. So I'm going to add the disc right on top of the ring, and then that Christmas tree right on top of that, and it made such a decorative little piece on the top of this cage. Before I add those pieces though, I need to clip off the little hook ring on top of the cage, and I just used some wire cutters for that. And here I'm just going to start adding my pieces together. And then I glued that topper right on top of the cage, just like so. And that just elevated this floral arrangement up a notch, in my opinion. I love it. And this floral cage is done. Well, after I touched up some paint, that is. And here's the final reveal. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I sure appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you like my projects today. Let me know down in the comment section. Subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. And yeah, with all that said, I will talk to everyone in my next video. Bye for now.